to our last agreed upon champion, which is UNLV taking the Mountain West finally after losing it for 3 straight years to Boise State. The Big
Big
Bad
brother's
Wolf,
gone.
yeah, Big Bad Wolf is now gone. He's in the Pac-12, looking to start the Pac-12 how they ended the Mountain West with a championship, and UNLV can breathe a sigh of relief as they're trying to win their conference for probably the first time in a long time. I don't remember the last time has UNLV actually won the Mountain West. I don't
I
know.
have no clue, honestly.
Yep, I'm looking it up right now. Ever won the Mountain West, because I don't remember them ever doing that. They yes, they've won it in men's basketball, so not in football. So nope, it'll be their first
Yeah,
time
it's
ever. I'm about to say
it's
I don't
definitely
remember them
different.
ever winning the Mountain West. So yeah, I was right. So they could win it for the first time ever. Now UNLV is a team that holds some good offenses. Defensively, however, poof, man, and it's that's the reason why they can't beat Boise State. Excuse me, because they can't stop the run. And
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Boise State just runs through them.
100%.
I mean, they shout out my boy Jackson Woodard. That was probably the best defender that they had in quite some time. The linebacker from not last year but 2 years ago. But that's why they lose to Boise State. They can't stop the run. And last year in the regular season,
They don't just
my
lose.
dog.
The Boise State be beating them by like 20 sometimes.
Yeah, well, it was respectable 2 years ago in the regular season. I think the championship it was like 28-7, but Calandria in the regular season threw a big pick six against Boise State to Marion McCoy, and that game got blown open. So
yeah, and that was the one. Although they both were at Boise last year.
I can't remember. I think the conference championship was maybe it was at Boise State, and I think you're right. I think it was.
I think they hosted. Yeah, I think they hosted.
Yeah, I think you're right. But still, just couldn't get over the hump. But now you don't got to worry about it because the hump is gone.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah,
so
he's Matt Rule's problem now.
Well, no. Anthony Calandra ain't the hump. The hump is Boise State. He is the starting quarterback, though.
Yeah, you're right.
He is the starting quarterback for Nebraska. Oh, got announced a couple days ago. So salute my boy Calandra. My boy, your last year, man. Go do work. But
ball out, man.
Talk to me a little bit about UNLV.
Yeah, I think UNLV is going. It's obviously an interesting team. I think. Yeah, with Boise State being gone, with San Diego State being gone, Fresno State, Colorado State, Utah State. I mean, it seems like this kind of league is kind of opened up for them, right? I think that they are the ones who you think of as legitimately the most high-power offense in this conference, even with Jackson Arnold coming in. Dan Mullen is just a great coach. We trust Dan Mullen. We've seen what Dan Mullen can do with less. You know what I mean? And worst case scenario, Alex Orji is still back there, and he has a little bit in him that he can.
Let's not.
No, I'm just saying. The run game. I'm just saying he can probably help. He can make the run game even more explosive. As long as he's the game manager, they may not have to put up 40, 50 points every game if the defense is better than last year's, hopefully.
Yeah, please. Let's not get to a point where Alex Orji in the game because that means we're cooked in terms of this preview.
Yeah, probably so. Probably so.
Yeah,
but yeah. Either way, though, I just like this team's identity. I think that they're always fun to watch. And even when you look back at last year, I mean, last year the games that they lost, they pretty much lost aside from New Mexico. But New Mexico is a respectable loss. I think that this team was going to pick up pretty much where they left off at.
Let's not forget, though, this team almost lost to Miami of Ohio because Anthony Calandra was out there loafing. They knocked Daquan Finn out the game, and that's how they won that game. And it was Daquan Finn fault why he got knocked out of the game. And when he got knocked out, he threw a pick six in the process of getting knocked out. But yeah, they went 10-2, 6-2 last year. Again, lost the Mountain West 38-21 to Boise State. Then lost the Frisco Bowl 17-10 to Ohio. And that game, Calandra again was loafing. But Ohio actually had a really good defense.
That might have been one of his worst games. Huh?
Yeah. Ohio had a pretty solid defense last year. And Parker Navarro was kind of running through UNLV because, again, they can't stop the run.
Yeah.
But
where's Justin Flo when you need him?
Hey, he's still there, getting hyped. Hey, man. Remember that picture Alec Bowman had, like, seventh first day of school at Oklahoma State 3 years ago? That's
that's definitely him now.
Alan Bowman. I told people Alan Bowman. It was not him. It was Ollie Gordon in that backfield. But anyway, that's a different story for another day. They returned 7 starters, 3 on offense, 2 of them being linemen, and 4 on defense. But the main starter that they returned is Jaden Thomas, the now junior running back, who's probably the best running back in this conference. To be honest with you, could have probably went power forward. I'm assuming some schools reached out,
but he definitely could have.
Yeah, but he decided to stay at UNLV. Had 148 carries, 1,036 yards, 7 to carry, and 12 touchdowns. He also had 39 catches for 237 yards and a touchdown. Returned Jake Pope, a safety who had 80 total tackles, 38 solos, 60 a sack and a half, 3 pass breakers, and a pick. Blessing Alualu Lemento, sorry, sir, linebacker, 61 total tackles, 27 solos, a pass breaker, and a forced fumble. LaTerrence Welsh, a defensive back, with 24 total tackles, 16 solos, 2 pass breakers, and 5 picks. And Lucas Conti, a D lineman with 22 total tackles, 10 solos, and 2.5 sacks. Now, they did lose my boy Calandria to Nebraska, as we talked about. 215 or 417. No, 275 or 417, excuse me. 65.9% completion percentage, 3,459 yards, 23 touchdowns and 9 picks, 127 carries, 649 yards, 10 touchdowns on the ground. Now, I will say the way he left UNLV was very distasteful. Telling Dan Mullen and the coaching staff that he experienced the transfer portal the year prior and doesn't want to experience that again, just to experience it again in Jets and Nebraska. So if you are a UNLV fan who dislikes Calandria for that, I can't even be mad at you because I completely understand why he basically lied. So I 100% feel you. They lost Jaden Bradley, who just made a crazy catch for the Commanders yesterday in the preseason game. Receiver had 58 catches for 931 yards and 4 touchdowns. Lost Troy O'Meara, a receiver to New Mexico. He had 31 catches, 514 yards, and 5 touchdowns. DeJuan Reynolds, a receiver who had 33 catches, 471 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Lost Verkees Gums, a tight end who had 11 catches, 168 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Marcel McDuffie, a linebacker who had 112 total tackles, 55 solos, 2 sacks, 3 pass breakups, 2 picks, and 3 fumble recoveries. Jaheim Joseph, a safety who had 80 total tackles, 38 solos, a sack and a half, 3 pass breakers, and a pick. Tumis Adelaide, a defensive lineman who transferred to Syracuse, 48 total tackles, 19 solos, 6 sacks, 3 pass breakups. Osi Agbasi, a D lineman who had 17 total tackles, 6 solos, and a sack. Amaris Brown, a defensive back who had 52 total tackles, 35 solos, 3.5 sacks, 7 pass breakups, 4 interceptions, and 2 pick sixes for the Lions, currently trying to make the Lions. Andrew Powdrill, a safety who transferred to West Virginia, with 63 total tackles, 41 solos, and 5 pass breakups. And Jalen Lee, a defensive lineman who had 33 total tackles, 6 solos, a sack, forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. Now, before we move on to the transfer, I will say this. Dan Mullen is the reason why I did pick UNLV to win the conference championship last year. So, just speaking on to what you said about Dan Mullen being able to do more with less and believing in Dan Mullen, that is another reason why I picked them this year. But let's move on to the transfer portal, where they were 68th overall recruiting class, which is really good for the group of 5, and 78th in transfers with 20 incoming transfer players. Obviously, like we talked about, Jackson Arnold from Auburn. Well, last year, he was kind of like luster. He went 136 to 215, 63.3% completion percentage, 1,309 yards, 6 touchdowns to 2 picks, 112 carries, 311 yards, and 8 touchdowns on the ground. Taz Riddick, a receiver from Oregon State, 30 catches for 391 yards. Omarion Walker, a receiver from Middle Tennessee State, who had 15 catches, 201 yards, and a touchdown. Kyron Chambers, a cornerback from SMU, 30 total tackles, 19 solos, and 2 pass breakups. And Cam Santi, a linebacker from Holy Cross, who had 105 total tackles, 45 solos, 4.5 sacks, 5 pass breakups, and 5 forced fumbles. Anybody you want to highlight, Ace?
No, sir. You got to everybody. And to be honest, the only people that I really wanted to highlight was Jet Thomas and Jackson Arnold. I think everything's going to go through those 2 guys this year. And their success really hinges on them and the defense just being serviceable.
Yeah. Justin Flo, which I don't even know, is he even going to start? He didn't even start last year.
I don't even think he's going to start. But he's a good social media guy. You know what I mean?
Hey, like, dog, you keep staying in college, but you're not even starting. Like, I mean, enjoy it while it lasts. We all miss the sport.
This the last rodeo, so
yeah,
you're gonna have to.
Don't get me wrong. I definitely can see it, but
bro, the fall, I don't want to say the fall, but like,
no, it is the fall because he was
the expectations versus the reality was just
Yeah.
Very,
Wasn't he like a 5-star linebacker when he went to Oregon?
Yeah, he was like the guy
Yeah.
of the class.
Yeah.
I mean, if his high school highlight tape is any indication of what he could have been, like the difference is jarring.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to see Bro ball like when he went to Arizona. Like, all right, can Bro ball out? And it's just been
Don't happen for everybody though, man.
Yeah, very disappointing, but enjoy it, man. Some numbers for UNLV. We were 20th in total offense, 115th in total defense, 18th for scoring offense, 89th for scoring defense, 40th in passing, 110th in pass defense, 23rd in rushing, 103rd in rush defense, 28th in third down conversion percentage on offense, 17th in third down conversion percentage on defense, tied 39th in red zone offense, but 121st in red zone defense. Ace, let's get into the schedule. We're first up.
Yes, sir.
Banger week 0 against Memphis at home. I have as a win.
I have as a win.
Then on the road against Hawaii, I have as a win.
I have as a win.
Then on the road against North Texas, I have as a win.
I also have as a win.
Then on the road against Akron, I have as a win.
I have as a win.
Then at home against Cal, I have as a loss.
I also have that as a loss. No way.
Then at home against North Dakota State, I actually have this as a loss.
I'm not mad at that. I went back and forth with that, but I have it as a win.
Yeah, I had it as a win, scribbled it out, had it as a loss. At Air Force, I have as a win.
Another one I went back and forth with. I have as a win though.
Yeah, I was thinking about this one too, because Air Force in that option could pose some troubles for UNLV in that defense. But I think athletically, UNLV poses trouble for Air Force. At home against NIU, I have as a win.
I also have as a win.
At home against Wyoming, I have as a win.
I have as a win.
On the road against New Mexico, I have as a win.
Another one, I was like, but I have as a win.
On the road against San Jose State, I have as a win.
I have as a win as well.
And at home, senior night against Nevada in a rivalry game, I have as a win.
I also have it as a win. I think it's going to be a very good season for UNLV. They are the ones to knock off in this conference for a reason.
Yep, I have them finishing 10-2, 7-1, taking an over 8.5 win total for UNLV.
Yes, sir. I have them at
I think you got them 11-1, 8-0.
Yeah, 11-1. Yeah, 11-1.
11-1, 8-0 for Ace. I almost, like I said, I almost had that.
Because I had to look at the one I scratched. I was like, wait, oh yeah.
I had him at 11-1, 8-0 at first too, but then I changed.
Could have easily been 10-2, but yeah, I might just lean into they're the champion. It's their time, you know.
Yeah, and they let out a huge sigh of relief. Finally, we did it for the school.
Right.
But
Yeah,
Ace,
finally got